Framboos Morte. Anybody who's been around this brewery for a while, or at least been a fan of Wicked Weed, they know what this beer is. This was an idea that I think maybe I've kind of talked with you guys about, but the Morte series, first of all, what is the Morte series? You know, I sent out a video a while ago, but just to reiterate, it's basically beers inspired by lambic production, even though we're not making spontaneous. The idea of the post-fruited, the kriek, the frambois, we wanted to take that, stretch a little further, use kind of our heavy fruiting techniques, and then have a base beer that kind of reflected at least some of the character of lambic with not being lambic in any means. We are doing spontaneous now, which is following lambic tradition, but these beers are really to kind of emulate that without actually being spontaneous. So we're blending 8-month to 24-month-old barrels. These are using aged hops at a pretty high hopping rate, and it's just a really beautiful, delicate, funky base beer, and then we fruit it really aggressively. So the Morte series kind of was invented when we first opened the Funkatorium. I said, well, I want to do some of these like heavily fruited single fruit beers where I'm not blending fruits. I'm just like, it's a blonde, light base, and I'm fruiting it heavily. And we used cassette. We used our mother beer to do it. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough cassette at the time to actually produce a lot of those beers. So I did three. I did Kiwi Morte, and then I did Framboos Morte, and then Persic Morte. And we opened the Funkatorium with those beers on tap. Instantaneously, Framboos Morte, the raspberry, with very little surprise, was the big hit. And everybody really gravitated towards it. I still know there's like hardcore Wicked Weed fans who tell me it is the best beer they've ever had from us. They compare it to Rose de Gambrinus from Cantillon. Like, you know, it's really cool that they held it in such high regard. Do I actually think it's as good as Rose de Gambrinus? No. But I think this is getting close. And so basically what we did is we took some time, we built the series back the right way, the way I wanted to do it. And now we're executing these beers. And if you had Cerise Morte, I thought that was super special. Kiwi is just super funky and interesting. And now we're on Framboos Morte, the raspberry, which I think is probably the most anticipated beer we put out in a while. So when people find out this has hit the shelves, they're gonna be very excited. Again, look at that big, beautiful pink head. Super highly carbonated. So 4 pounds per gallon of fresh raspberries. As you can see, it is just the most beautiful, bright pink foam, bright red beer. Literally, I don't know if I could squeeze any more raspberry into this beer. It is just epically raspberry. I think that people are going to really find this beer to be kind of like so stripped away, so just like funky raspberry. And like Red Angel is this raspberry explosion and very layered and complex. This is all about just that bright, fresh, right off the vine raspberry that just like explodes in your mouth. There's a touch of like, again, touch of maybe like a little bit of a bell pepper or something in the background from just all the organic matter and the aged hops and everything, but the big overwhelming thing is like raspberry seed, bright raspberry, maybe a hint of like almost a lemon, and it's just a very delicate and beautiful, I mean, again, look at that color. It's just ridiculous. It's amazing how much color we can get out of this fruit. So a job well done by my staff, and I'm really excited to share this with everybody. Again, it will be pub only at the Funkatorium bottle shop, and then at the bottle shop at the pub. And you know, if you're out in the market, I'd suggest trying to get down here and get a few bottles. We'll only do it once a year, but it's a very beautiful beer. So cheers.